say where or when. It's been so long now since I've been bleeding. I know I'm not right anymore. I'm tired of this night. I'm tired of always missing pieces. Rip it off, won't you show me how you hurt so well? 'Cause I need you to be well. We change roles along the way. What's correct? I expect. I don't know. It happened for so long now. I know I'm not right anymore. But I need you to know. I need to see these missing pieces. Oh, rip it out if you want it back. Tell me now if you feel something real. Oh, rip it out, won't you show me how you hurt so well? 'Cause I need you to be well. Rip it out, won't you show me how you hurt so well? 'Cause I need you to be well. Yeah, you need it. We don't find the reason you want to be all you were back then. If only we knew. Rip it out if you want it back. Tell me now if you feel something real. Rip it out, won't you show me how you hurt so well? 'Cause I need you to be well. Rip it out, won't you show me how you hurt so well? 'Cause I need you to be well. You know who you are, not what you could be here. 'Cause I need you to be well. We know who we are, not what we could be. 'Cause I need
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. It has been a minute as the summer has been very busy. But we are back tonight live in the studio as XFW hits back to the airwaves. One half of the varsity club making his way out, Troy Grant, the so-called best friend of Alex Quinn, Esquire. And welcome back, everyone. Thank you, folks, on Facebook. Derek Smith getting our chat group going. Murr6686, welcome. Thank you for joining us. The folks joining over on TikTok and YouTube, thank you guys for joining us here tonight on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And the man he's opposing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, other than the maniacal Glee. Mur6686, first time watching over on Twitch. Well, welcome to XFW. XFW is an all-digital wrestling promotion booked and run as a real wrestling promotion, character and storyline driven by folks of us inside the wrestling world as the maniacal Glee makes his way out, and again, accompanied to the ring by his best friend, Bruce the Minotaur, as people again are chanting for Bruce. We'll have more about Bruce and Glee after this matchup. And welcome everyone again here tonight to XFW Extreme Fantasy Wrestling. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for joining us. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And Troy Grant coming out, unloading early on Glee, belly-to-belly suplex. Troy Grant, again, one half of the Varsity Club, who are trying to line themselves up for a tag team opportunity. Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for liking the stream. Fireman Scary takeover now by the Maniacal One. Kicked in the face by Troy. Calling up Otaya. Both these guys now jockeying for position, struggling in the lockup here. Glee shoving them back. Oh, and a wild clothesline by the Maniacal One. And Glee is already being Glee. Mistake by Glee, letting Troy Grant get back to his feet. But again, we've seen time and time again where Glee does not take a lot of things seriously. Wild swing. Shot to the back of the head. Jonathan Monroe, thank you for liking the stream. Big power slam by Troy Grant. Levels down the Maniacal One. Stiff kick in the back now. Grant controlling a lot of this matchup early on. Wild swing. Glee fires back with a shot to the face. Glee now with the Irish whip. Up and over the top rope goes Troy. And Glee is, again, being Glee. Maria going to start the count here. Troy Grant taking his time getting inside the ring. I can't say I blame him. No one really wants to be in the ring with the Maniacal Glee, who is now arm wrestling with himself. I'm not sure what he's doing. Uh-oh. Troy Grant now pulling out a ladder. Getting back inside the ring. Calling up a tie-up again. Both these guys now gripping. Holding on for a Glee, now putting him back to the ropes. Michelle going to break these guys up. They only have a 4 count. Oh! Glee taking the low road. Irish whip now. Big back body jump now by the Maniacal One. I, to this day, still do not understand the infatuation that crowds around the world have had with the Maniacal Glee and Bruce the Minotaur, for that matter. And here we go now as these two exchanging knife-edge chops back and forth. Glee with the right hand. Troy Grant fighting back with 2, but Glee winding up. The shot lands an uppercut. And now again, Glee being Glee. What is this now? Glee. Oh! That's new. Glee now with the cover here. Barely a 1 count as Troy Grant gets up. Gil Guerrero, thank you for liking the stream and welcome one of our friends from WWO. Glee with a hard clothesline there. It's always hard to tell which version of the Maniacal Glee you're going to get inside the ring. That evil grin just staring at you. The laughter, the pranks, with Troy Grant not having of it. Grant gave himself some room here, charging in. Oh! Low cross body. Trend Killer Syndicate, thank you guys for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Glee there with a stunner. Glee now picks him up into a spine buster. I don't know what that is. Glee with the right hand. Glee hoisting him up, brings on Glee Thunder Bomb. Mur6686 asking our matches. Anything goes all the time. XFW has a very, very loose rules foreign objects are allowed, as legal as a headshot is a steel chair. Wayne Jaworski, thank you for liking the stream. Our referees can disqualify if they feel things have gotten way too out of hand. I don't know what the hell that was. But most of our matches here in XFW are extreme rules. Ooh. We do still have count out and rope breaks. Shining the ropes now. Glee coming in with a clothesline. The Maniacal One now taking control of this matchup. Although it looks like he's having arguments again with his inner child, maybe. And here we go again with Bruce chants from the audience. Glee on another spine buster. And I guess that's a trumpet. I don't know what. And now Glee with that awkward stance. Glee looking for the Glee DT. And down goes. Troy Grant, can he get the shoulder up? He cannot. The Maniacal Glee has been a thorn in the side of the varsity club for months. Troy Grant asked for this matchup a few weeks ago while XFW was on hiatus. And it did not go the way I think he planned it. There's the Glee Thunderbomb. And almost a 3 count there. But every now and again, and this was awkward. Electric chair sets him down, elbow to the back of the head. Again, you can't really put a lot of emphasis on Glee, whatever he does. It never makes sense. I'm more surprised when Glee pulls off a legitimate wrestling hold. And here, the Glee DT is not a DDT, it's a headlock driver, but don't tell that to the Maniacal One.
Here is your winner, the Maniac.
And the Maniacal Glee. Victorious tonight, our opening matchup here in XFW. Saturday Night Showdown. And again, more chance for Bruce the Minotaur. I do not understand the fascination. The Maniacal Glee. I, to this day, ladies and gentlemen, don't understand the fascination with the Maniacal Glee. I have said this time and time again. And this past weekend in Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, it was the same fascination that I witnessed hand in hand as this lunatic, the Maniacal Glee, with Bruce in his hands, stole the hearts of the crowd. And again, I do not understand it. I don't get why they like this guy. At one point, he was dancing with the referee before the match began. And folks, it only got more bizarre from there as there was fans in attendance drawing signs for Bruce the Minotaur. And of course, Glee all happy as hell to get him and Bruce in there and take pictures with this crowd. Folks, it was insane. And again, here, another image of a young man drawing Glee's face on a sign, bringing it to the event, and getting a hug from Glee and Bruce. It's weird, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand the fascination with it. I don't get why people love this guy. And do we have? This was after the match, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, the gentleman in the pink trunks goes by Van Johnson. The end of the matchup, he tried to take Bruce away. Went to the corner, took Glee out of the corner. Luckily, the referee had taken Bruce away from him, but it angered Glee enough where he hit a kick to the midsection and landed the Glee DT and got the victory. And then after the match, picked up Bruce and began to scold Van Johnson. All it was weird giggles and screaming, bad man, bad man. But you get the imagery. The Maniacal Glee consistently being weird, being awkward, and for some reason, crowds find it funny. But folks, we're going to continue our matches up here. Singles competition heading your way next here at the XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Oop, already in the ring is Rex Bishop. I talked a little bit too long about the maniacal glee. And we got, oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Rex Bishop taking early shots here at Blake the Body Harris. Mer6686 is absolutely correct in our chat over on Twitch. It is a very, very bad thing when people touch Glee's friend, Bruce the Minotaur. We've seen it time and time again that Glee's usually in a pretty decent mood, liking to have fun in a match, but as soon as you touch Bruce, it's like a trigger and a personality switch. But talking about personality switches, folks, Rex Bishop has been on an angry mood since losing to Blake the Body Harris a few weeks ago. Ooh. And obviously by the early attack on, he right now is leveling down Blake the Body Harris. Harris can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Again, a wild swing. But Harris hangs on with that one. Now Harris firing back. Harris now with the press slam. Holy cow. Harris picking up the monster that is Rex Bishop and pushing him above his head. And again, folks, this rivalry is stemmed up because these two have gone back and forth. Rex Bishop is the first man to ever get Blake the Body Harris to tap out in a pro wrestling match. And this pissed off Blake Harris so bad he annihilated Harris the next week, or Bishop the next week. Ooh! And since then, these two have been at odds. Harris now tossing the big man over the top rope. Harris following in pursuit, hoisting him up, jumping him on the apron. Ooh, shot there by Blake the Body Harris, former XFW World Heavyweight Champion. Big right hand there by Harris. Bishop charge. Ooh! Harris now taking control of this matchup. And again, these two have no love lost between them. Big right hand. Derek Smith saying they need more XFW on CC. We'll get some more characters uploaded shortly. I think we have a majority of our roster up right now. Harris. Oh! Sent into the ring post. Maria trying to get Blake back inside. Oh, Rex Bishop not willing to go for a countout victory. He wants more damage done to Blake the Body Harris. Harris again into the steel ring post. Bishop was on an absolute dominant winning streak for months due to his wife, AJ Bishop. Face plant. As I was saying, AJ Bishop got her husband in the ring to try some stuff and actually get him to focus on his in-ring skills instead of just brawling and beating people up. Harris down with a counter into a hip toss. And Bishop able to curb that temper and get win after win after win, 3 straight months undefeated until Blake the Body Harris came back and leveled him down. Here he comes again, body press. Oh, follows through with the elbow. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, over on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, thank you for joining us here tonight on XFW. This is Saturday Night Showdown. In the ring right now, Blake the Body Harris, former XFW World Heavyweight Champion, going up against Rex Bishop in a seesaw matchup where both these guys have landed a lot of devastating shots here. Harris in trouble. Spin. Oh! Dumps him on the back of his head. Look at the angle and how hard he comes down. But Harris again spinning out the legs. Harris now schoolboy rolls him up with a kick out. Counter here. Bishop spins his shoulders around and back and forth. Both men jockeying for position with the pinning combinations. Harris in the double axe handle. And a clothesline. Wild swing. Harris picks him up, back body drop. Up, spine buster. Harris now being the dominant force. in this matchup. Cover again on Bishop. Bishop gets the shoulder up. Bishop with a wild swing. Harris has him up, looking for the flex driver. And down goes Bishop. Where the hell is he going? You don't often see Blake the Mighty Harris go to the top rope. And he drives the elbow. Unbelievable. 2. Almost a 3 count. But again, Bishop having a little bit of reserves left in the tank. Kick to the midsection counter. Fire back. Bishop now hoisting him up. Oh! What a DDT. What is this? Oh my God! What a forearm to the face of Blake the Body Harris. And he gets the shoulder up. Harris is fighting for his life here. Harris getting back to his feet. Rex has him up. Rex. Oh my God! He spun him around twofold. Jeez. And that puts the exclamation point on it. Wow. Wow. The Beast Rex Bishop with a win over Blake the Body Harris as these two continue to exchange victories back and forth, and the level of brutality seems to get more intense each time they're in the ring. Wow. Rex Bishop right back here, this fish out of water, back and forth with the pinning attempts. And again, this matchup kept going back and forth with both these guys pouring on a lot of heavy offense. Harris pouring everything he has into this matchup. But right at the end, Bishop right there turned things around. But here, the flex driver almost put the lights out for Bishop. This elbow from the top rope, very uncharacteristic of Blake the Body Harris, showing the lengths he wanted to go to win this matchup. But Harris, almost F5 style. Watch the rotation here on Blake the Body Harris. Boom! Full 360, tossed 4 feet across the ring, and Harris gets counted out. And Bishop with the victory. What a back and forth between these two guys here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. An impressive win for Rex Bishop, and again, those two guys continue to turn up the violence meter time and time again here in XFW. More and more, those two continue to beat the ever-loving snot out of each other over and over again, folks. And again, this is more than just a friendly rivalry. This is becoming very, very heated between these two men. Again, Blake the Body Harris, a former XFW World Heavyweight Champion, and now pinned once and submitted once by Rex Bishop, may, in the eyes of the championship committee, really put a focus on Rex Bishop down the road, folks. He really could wind himself up in a number one contendership spot the way he's been competing inside the ring. And I know that's exactly where Blake the Body Harris wants to get. And speaking of number one contenderships, folks, our main event tonight, Hiro Katsuyori finally gets his opportunity to challenge the boss, Antonio Carino, for the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. Hiro Katsuyori, who won the opportunity to be the number one contender many, many months ago, has had to battle tooth and nail to get himself to this fight tonight, with the rest of the Cosa Nostra continuously beating down Hiro Katsuyori at every corner, at every avenue. The Cosa Nostra has beat down Hiro. And folks, I can only hope that the championship committee, the booking committee, is keeping the rest of the Costa Nostra away from ringside tonight. So it is a one-on-one battle instead of 4-on-1, 5-on-1. But only time will tell. But right now, we're going to head down ringside for tag team action coming your way as the Core goes up against Hazard Warning next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes the Core. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, Mr. Amazing, making their way down to ringside.
438 pounds, Mr. Amazing, Hayden Scott, and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet.
Bad Boy Marshall Sweet joining forces with a long time rival of his, Mr. Amazing Hayden Scott, looking to be part of the XFW Grand Slam Champion Club, as the only title Marshall Sweet has never held is the XFW Tag Team Championships. Mr. Amazing himself has never held the tag team titles and has chased after it for years. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, they go up against Hazard Warning.
498 pounds, Keith Hale and Liam Phelps.
Liam Phelps and Keith Hale, Hazard Warning, making their way down to ringside. More often than not, Hazard Warning using very strange in-ring tactics, as both these guys have consistently worked on their endurance and most often will not make quick tags. They try to rope-a-dope their opponents by trying to survive. I have seen Keith Hale absorb ridiculous amounts of damage to tire out the opponents just so Liam Phelps can come in fresh and fight down the opponents. And then Keith Hale comes in for the victory. And then these guys are skilled enough where they change that up. We see these two use each other as human shields. But tonight they go up against another very determined team in that of the Core. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet coming up. Oh, look at this, going high up in the air. Murr 66 adding, how do you determine number one contender? XFW does use a ranking system for all our competitors. Number one contendership matches. Hiro Katsuyori, who was in a fatal five-way to determine a new number one contender out of some of our top 5 highest ranked competitors in XFW. Tonight we'll have several other ranking matches in our heavyweight division. One of the members in that matches tonight will be none other than the XFW former 9-time World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer. Liam Phelps now with the tag. In comes Keith Hale. Boom! Open shot to the breadbasket there. Right now, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet for the counter. I spoke too soon. Taking he's over a lot of damage. Here comes Sweet with that combination. And now Sweet cutting out the momentum. Oh, shot to the back of the neck. Thought he was going for a neck breaker. Instead, putting his elbow right into the top of the spine of Hale. And instantly shutting out the momentum Hazard Warning been building. And look at this. Double hammer fist now from the Core. Beating Hale down in the corner. Dropping him all the way down to the canvas. And now boots from Mr. Amazing Hayden Scott. He's not done. Brutal shot across the face by Mr. Amazing, and now a cover. Hale's lights might be out. Gets the shoulder out. Hale back to his feet, but the lights are not on as Mr. Amazing continues the show. Window of opportunity there for Keith Hale. Saw the plancha coming, able to dodge out of the way. Back body drop. Hale needs to get him away out of that corner as Sweet is within striking distance. Oh! Hale must have been hearing me up here. Throws him out now. Keith Hale. Oh! Flying Bulldog from the corner. Driving that head down into the canvas. Keith Hale now, German suplex. Hangs on. He's not done. Looking for a second one. Hale now still with that grip. Third time's the charm. Mr. Amazing. Back of his head. Cover here on Mr. Amazing. But a kick out. That's one thing I can say about the core. They're both determined. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, former XFW Internet, United States, and World Heavyweight Champion twice over. Mr. Amazing Scott, former XFW Internet and United States Champion in his own right. Sweet, as I said, looking for an opportunity to be the Grand Slam champion. Hazard Warning, who has gone up against and defeated so many major tag teams in XFW, looking for their chance at XFW Gold. Oh! Dumped in the turnbuckle. Mr. Amazing now. Going to make a tag, but left Keith Hale. Get back to his feet. Hale with enough time to recover. Comes out with a clothesline. Hale now hoisting him up on the shoulders. Oh! What a DDT. But here comes Mr. Amazing with a shot to the back to break up the pinfall. Oh, Keith Hale did not like that. Oh, and here comes Liam Phelps getting in the ring now. Both members of Hazard Warning now on the outside. Hale with the steel chair now. Oh, but Mr. Amazing, or I'm sorry, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet driving the knee in the back of the head, shutting him right down. But Hale counters back with the forearm. Quick jab in the corner. And another one. Sweet now in trouble. Hale now with the Irish whip. Sends him reeling in the other turnbuckle. Hale wedging that between the ropes here. Knife edge chop. Sweet counters. Sweet down with the right hand. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Oh! Drives him head first. BFT. 2 count with a kick out. And just a reminder, Murrow 6086, there are no dumb questions when you're a new fan here in XFW. Any questions you have, fire them away. Myself or some of our longtime veteran fans will answer those questions for you. Oh! What a shot there. 2. Almost a 3 count again, but Hale manages to get the shoulder up again. Holy hell. How? Hale now sent back in enemy territory. The core starting to dominate. Hazard Warning with a little bit more experience in the tag team realm under their belts, but the core has been operating. Johnny Ivan, thank you for sharing the stream. Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Sweet now with that chair. Oh, right across the back of the head. And now winding it up. Hale, oof. Misses. Johnny, thank you for liking the stream. Hale now going to hoist him up. Oh! Power bombs him down. Tag in comes Liam Phelps. Phelps, the fresh man here for Hazard Warning. Stomping away. Phelps getting his capacity crowd fired up. They're torn between these two. Phelps going to the top rope. Phelps coming off. Beautiful frog splash. Mr. Amazing not even going to let a count happen. Uh-oh. Phelps going after him now. And Keith Hale coming back in. DDT to Mr. Amazing. And another powerbomb by Hale. And now a stop sign. Tagging because Mr. Amazing. Wild swing. Rolls him down. Look at this scissor pin combination with a kick out. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet's hurt in a bad way. Pulling him with tire. Up on the shoulders. Counter. Schoolboy roll up. Too close to the ropes. Back and forth action in this tag team tonight. Oh, code breaker. Oh, and a right hand to Sweet. Oh, my dear Lord. He brained him. After the shot to Sweet. Oh, And a splash on the outside. Double axe handle. Unbelievable back and forth. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet may be out of this matchup. Somehow he's getting back to his feet. Uh-oh. He's hoisting him up. Off the top. Drops. Hazard signs hit. Oh, but again the save. This time from Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. And a shot. Calvin D. Harmon, thank you for liking the stream. Mr. Amazing, now calling. On the apron. Oh! Martial arts style kick there from Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Calvin, thank you for sharing as well. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet now with a stop sign. But misses, and a clothesline. Both these teams know a win tonight puts them higher in the ranks. The tag team division. And again the DDT. Oh! Threw the stop sign into the face of Mr. Amazing. Hooks him up. Oh! Drops him on the back of his head. And again a kick out. How Bad Boy Marshall Sweet had enough left in the tank to get that up, I don't know. Mr. Amazing back on the apron, but here comes Hale and lands a shoulder tackle. Keeping him off the apron. And again a tag in comes Liam Phelps. And they're going to go for the hazard sign again. Off the top this time, Phelps with the shot. Sweet is down. Hazard warning. What a tough battle for both those teams. Wow. Wow. A brutal matchup between two outstanding XFW tag teams, but hazard warning. Their experience showing through a little bit over the core. Not that I want to take anything away from the core themselves, but hazard warning pulling off the victory tonight. Wow. Hazard warning with the victory tonight. One step closer to an opportunity for tag team gold. Hazard warning with an impressive win here tonight over the core. Quite frankly, folks, normally I would call that an upset, as the core have been an absolute dominant force here in XFW. But again, hazard warning, having more experience inside the ring, coming out on top here tonight. Now, folks, again, our main event later on tonight will, in fact, see Hiro Katsuyori challenging for the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. We also have Tia Adams, Unbreakable Tia Adams, defending her Women's Championship against the former champion, Alex Webb. And a special presentation match, ladies and gentlemen, Yori Cho will be going one-on-one with Tiger Ramirez, the XFW United States Champion versus the XFW Internet Champion. This one could bring down the house right now. Raiden Yamashita will be heading down to ringside to face a newcomer here in XFW as soon as we find the right music, because I've been talking too long. But while I've been talking, folks, you can check out our merch link that I put in all our chats, where you can find XFW merchandise, including the new Maniacal Glee t-shirts that were sold out last week at our live event. So check that out right now. Let's head down to ringside. One-on-one action coming your way next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown.
The following contest is scheduled.
And here comes Raiden Yamashita.
To the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan. Weighing in at
Yamashita, former XFW Internet Champion 3 times. The training partner and friend of Tiger Ramirez. An outstanding high flyer here in XFW. And on my card here, folks, all it says is newcomer here at XFW is his opponent tonight. Don't know what to make or who we've got.
from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing in at
Iceland?
231 pounds. The
Phantom Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, I have zero information about Phantom Zero. Other than he looks like he belongs in Mortal Kombat. And he's definitely going to have a size advantage over Raiden Yamashita. Phantom Zero. Derek Smith putting up exclamation points is correct. From Iceland. Two masked wrestlers are ready to go at it tonight, folks. Here we go. Raiden Yamashita not wasting any time with the newcomer. A quick drop kick. But a kick out by Phantom Zero. Raiden now getting stomped on. Or stomping on Phantom Zero. Yamashita already going high to Phantom Zero. Dodging out of the way. And now shot to the back by Phantom Zero. Zero now going on the offense. Headbutt now to the middle of the back. Ooh, it dumps him right over. Again, I know absolutely nothing yet about this Phantom Zero. Oh! Other than he just took 2 boots in the face by Raiden Yamashita, who's obviously got a speed advantage and possibly experience advantage here as he pushes Phantom Zero back to the corner. Raiden now going to put him up on the top rope, trying to set something up here. Raiden going to the outside. Phantom Zero with an elbow. Raiden now firing back. Both these guys jockeying for position here. Raiden all the way to the top. What the hell is he trying here? Elbow shot to the head of Phantom Zero. Where the hell? Oh my dear Lord! Poison Rana from the top rope. Unbelievable. And Raiden Yamashita, wow. Raiden Yamashita keeping the pressure on. Phantom Zero trying to fight back. Up, looses the springboard. Phantom Zero has not had a whole lot of offense yet in this matchup. Raiden Yamashita has been dominating. Right now up, over, Fisherman suplex. Barrel almost a 2 count. Jumping up elbow, Raiden dodging out of the way. Charging in, Phantom Zero now up on the shoulders. Hit scissors takedown, impressive. Phantom Zero taking the air a little bit there. Showing Raiden Yamashita he's not afraid to take high risk. Yamashita, or Yoko's, yeah, Michinoko driver. Delivered now by Phantom Zero. Knife edge chop, elbow shot. Wraps up the arm. Oh! Kick to the midsection. Oh! Big boot to the side of the head by Phantom Zero. Double underhook. Nice suplex now by Phantom. Zero now telling Raiden Yamashita to get back to his feet. Raiden dodges. Raiden goes for a clothesline. Phantom Zero scooping him up and drops him down. Raiden dodging. Phantom Zero. Oh! Up and over the top with a martial arts style kick. Hooking him up. Raiden down machine with a counter. Raiden takes him out the knee. Black and white versus gold and white. Raiden down machine and out. Wrapping up the arm. Minstrel cradle. Shoulders are down on Zero, but a kick out. Both men charging in. Zero off the ropes. Jumps over again. Oh! Tiger wall kick by Raiden. Elbow shot by Tiger. Oh! Back elbow drop now by Phantom Zero. A very quick exchange between both these guys. No one is able to keep momentum long on the knee. It's Haguri. That might be all she wrote for Phantom Zero. And a kick out. Raiden off to a good start here. Hollow elbow tie up. Dragging him across the ring. Hoisting him up, scoop slams him down. Yamashita now going high. Zero laying out. Raiden calling his shot. Diving up the top and nobody home. Johnny Ivan saying this must be a who wore it better match. Shot to the midsection. Ooh! Knife edge chopped to the top of the skull by Phantom Zero. Waist lock, counter. Another counter. Spin around. But hoisting it up. Oh! 4 counters back to back by both these guys. The counter again. Overhand wrist lock now. Raiden trying to keep him down. Shots in the midsection out by Phantom Zero. Up again on the shoulders, takes him overhead scissors. Neither one of these guys has maintained control of this matchup for long periods of time. There's been a lot of counter wrestling by both of these young men. Up, back body drop. And again, I do not have a lot of information about Phantom Zero. Oh! Although that was a pretty damn good drop kick. Phantom Zero now wrapping up the arm. Hoisting him up on the shoulders. Spins him up. Oh! What was that? What was that? Other than impressive, Phantom Zero, a hell of a shot there. Now off the ropes. Wild swing, kind of missed up there. Headshot now by Raiden. Up on the shoulders. Counter again by Phantom Zero. Shoots him into the turnbuckle. Phantom Zero now putting him up top. Hooking him up. What is this? Oh my dear Lord! What in the bloody blue hell do you call that? I'm getting feeling going to chalk that one up as an upset. Holy hell! I don't even know what to call that. It was an impressive match. A lot of counter wrestling between these two. Back and forth. Counters, reversals. But that was insane. Derek Smith says it's called The End. We definitely need some more information about Phantom Zero. This move here, ladies and gentlemen, alone was impressive. But this assault out of the corner from Phantom Zero up on the shoulders. He's seen holding onto his feet and boom! Right on the back of his head. Raiden Yamashita is motionless.
Here is your winner, the Phantom Zero.
An impressive debut for Phantom Zero. Wow. Color me impressed, ladies and gentlemen. That was a phenomenal match. Johnny Evans says Tour of Iceland. All I know is that was insane. That was an outstanding matchup between those two. But we are going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after this. I need to recover after that. That was an impressive showing by Phantom Zero.
Battle Beast wood! Fire! Fire burns wood! Battle Beast fire! Water! Water puts out fire! Battle Beast water! Wood! Wood beats water! Battle Beast! Battle for the fun of it! Just activate their battle badges.
I got fire! I got water! Water beats fire!
Battle Beast!
Wood! Fire! Fire beats wood!
Battle Beast can grow into an army! Collect all 84. Battle Beast!
Muscle Invasion Update. Scientists discover muscle things have come to wrestle. America's only host, the Battle and Belt, and the Wrestling Ring.
He moves left. He took one. Into the Battle and Belt it goes. He got another. Folks, this wrestling ring may save the world. One more to go. He's got him. It's Battle and Belt. Oh, hard knocking, rockin' ring. Battle and Belt. Muscle figure packs each sold separately. New from Mattel. Can you save the world?
All right, folks, we are back live with a ranking match for the XFW World Heavyweight Championship Division. And two former champions will be colliding tonight. In the first is a former five-time World Heavyweight Champion, a member of Triple S LLC, Seth Walker. Seth Walker, one of the largest men on our roster, and the man that likes to go out of his way to put other wrestlers on the injured reserve list. Luckily, his manager, Sweet Sedan Stan, is not in the arena tonight, so there won't be a snail trail following anyone tonight, as that slimy little weasel is not in attendance. But tonight, Walker will face a very, very familiar foe. Walker, again, one of the most brutal competitors in XFW. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent tonight, 9-time former World Heavyweight Champion, the most feared and respected man in the XFW locker room, ladies and gentlemen, the Destroyer. The man who has battled across all continents that have had squared circles on them. Starting at a young age and traveling to Japan to hone his craft. Always sporting the mask because he says it's not about his face, it's about the sport, it's about the competition. It's about the rules of the ring. And the Destroyer is trying to get himself back in the title hunt. Derek Smith saying, here comes the boss. And here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. Seth Walker, the Destroyer. Walker shoving the big man down. Surprisingly, Walker now firing on all cylinders here. Both these guys evenly matched in strength. And now the Destroyer going to shove Walker down. And now the Destroyer with a clothesline. Shot to the midsection by the Destroyer. Walker firing back with a knife edge chop. Destroyer now overhand slap. I don't know which one of these two come out stronger. And a fist fight, the Destroyer coming out over the top on this one. And now the Destroyer laying in heavy, heavy shots. And he's already busted Walker open. Walker is already busted open. On a shoulder tackle. The Destroyer on target tonight means business. And Seth Walker on the receiving end of some hellacious offense early on in this contest and is already bleeding. And the Destroyer going to focus now on that open wound. The Destroyer and Walker have battled time and time again, repeatedly, beating the son of each other. Walker may be the only other person close to Brian Blaze to the length of rivalry that these two have had. Third on that list obviously would be Drago, who the Destroyer got out of XFW. Referee going to start the count. Ooh, shot to the midsection there by Walker. Walker with his old shoulder tackle. Walker will win this matchup by any means necessary. Count out. Pinfall submission. Murr, thank you very much. We're happy you like XFW. Most times we broadcast every... Oh! Walker with the low blow on the Destroyer. As I was saying, Murr, every Friday and Saturday night, most times XFW is broadcasting, unless our staff is booked at a live wrestling event. Walker off the top now, delivering the elbow. Brutal shot there. Walker now with a cover on the Destroyer. Two, with a kick out again by the big man in blue. Walker now telling the Destroyer, challenging it back to his feet. Walker has him up on the shoulders. Destroyer now landing elbow shots to the back of the head. Third time's a charm. Elbow. Walker now in trouble. Destroyer looking. Oh, mega driver. Down goes Walker. And a kick out by Walker. The Destroyer thought he had that one wrapped up, but Walker managed to get his foot or shoulder up. Destroyer now charging in, big elbow. And the Destroyer getting his capacity crowd all fired up. Stomping away on Seth Walker. Walker's head now bouncing off the canvas like a basketball. Irish in the ropes, Destroyer now, big hip toss. Destroyer raising his arm into the air. Walker starting to look a little slow. What is this? Oh! The Destroyer with a modified choke there. Uh-oh. Now he's looking for the choke slam, but Walker with an elbow shot. Walker saw that one coming, knows the Destroyer very well, has him up on the shoulders. Snake eyes in the corner. Walker now wrenching down the back of the Destroyer. Knife edge chop, Destroyer counters. Shot to the midsection. Another one. Ribs firing on all cylinders. Destroyer looking for a second. Turn another rope. Mega driver. Destroyer now calling his shot, looking for a choke slam. Oh, hoisting him up. Oh, burning hammer. Down goes Walker. Walker's foot might be under the ropes. Walker's foot might have been under the ropes. But the referee did not see it there. Oh, that shot to the crotch by the Walker could have ended the night early for the Destroyer. How he managed to recover, I don't know. But the Destroyer gets ever closer to an opportunity to challenge for XFW Gold. 9-time former champion looking for number 10. Walker looking for his 6th opportunity to hold the title. With these two titans battling tonight, but the Destroyer coming out on top. 2 Omega drivers. But again, folks, after this burning hammer, Not that I want to give any credit to Seth Walker, but I believe right there it looks like his foot is under the ropes. Even there, that size 12 to me looked like it's under the ropes. The referee did not see it. He was focused on the shoulders of Seth Walker. Sweet Sedan Stan may have some argument there. But regardless, tonight the Destroyer with the victory. The Destroyer with the pinfall after the Omega Driver, or after the Burning Hammer. Before that, 2 Omega Drivers, which could really, really put a bad damper on your week. But folks, I will say this, that I am sure Sweet Sedan Stan's going to have issue with the fact that Seth Walker's foot may have actually been underneath that turnbuckle, ladies and gentlemen, or under that bottom rope. And again, I don't want to take anything away from the Destroyer. He is one of my all-time favorite competitors, but it did look close. I want to go back and look at the footage of that, see the angle, and see if, in fact, it was underneath the ropes. And again, I know, Sweet Sedan Stan will be all over this. But, folks, up next is a first title match of the night. The XFW Women's Championship up for grabs. Alex Webb, a former 4-time Women's Champion here in XFW, challenging the current reigning monster of the women's division, Unbreakable Tia Adams, who's on her 3rd title run. Now, I'm sure she'll be walking down the ring with Morgan Steiner, the grandfather of XFW. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any time. Let's head down to ringside. Championship matchup coming up next here on Saturday Night Showdown.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Extreme Women's World Championship.
The XFW Women's Division has really heated up with a lot of exciting competitors. And here comes the former Women's Champion, Alex Webb. Cosplayer, gamer girl, call her what you will. Outstanding in-ring performer is what she is to me. Every XFW fan has a crush on this young lady, rightfully so. I look forward to our Halloween event every year, as Alex has always come out with some impressive in-ring gear resembling some of her favorite characters in fantasy and fiction. But tonight, I know her focus is going to be on the Women's Championship. As the music of the Entourage plays, Morgan Steiner's faction. Derek Smith saying Christmas too. Very good. Very true. Derek Smith, that was one of the sexiest Christmas elves I've ever seen. And here comes the XFW Women's Champion, Tia Adams. And right behind her is Morgan Steiner, the man behind the group known as the Entourage. Tia Adams was on a hiatus for a while, but came back, and she has dominated the women's division since returning. She has not lost a match in 6 months. She came in ranked bottom and went right to the top and defeated Alex Webb for the Women's Championship. The XFW Women's Championship up for grabs. I wish I could change that stick.
The challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, Alex Webb.
Webb looks determined as ever.
And her opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Extreme
Championship on the line tonight. Adams, the powerhouse. Webb, the technician. And here we go. And here comes Webb catching on as T. Adams came flying with a big boot. And now Webb able to power it down. But here comes a clothesline from Adams. Webb must be hit. Oh! I was going to say Webb must be hitting the gym to take down Tia in that quick fashion. As these two again now fighting for position. And Webb again shoving her back. Wild swing, but again the clothesline. Adams not happy about being shoved to the canvas by a smaller opponent. Lands a drop kick. Adams now showing that bicep as the challenger rolls outside the ring. T. Adams now a little bit of time to gloat. Inside we go. Big right hand now from Adams, falls through the second one. Goes for that Savate kick. Webb dodges out of the way. Pulling elbow tie up. Adams now shoving her down. Sweeps out the leg. There's a chair in the ring. Morgan Steiner just rolled a chair in the ring already. Oh, Adams seeing that chair. Stomping away. Oh, here we go. Adams looking to make this an early night. Oh! Right across the top of the skull. Not even hooking a leg now. Whoa! Adams upset. Trying to get this crowd behind her. It's not going to happen. Ooh. She's going to have words now with the referee a little bit here. Tia very upset with the referee. He's not counting fast enough. You get an argument match with the referee. You need to pay attention because here comes the challenger with the DDT. Tia getting in the face of Jeff Morgan, the referee. Unhappy with the counts, and now Alex Webb going back on the offense here. Tia back to her feet, Webb right in her face. Webb hoisting her up, carrying around, scoop slam. Covered now by the challenger. Leg is hooked, but a quick kick out. Shoving her off with force, and now Adams getting right in her face. German suplex almost on top of that chair. Adams dodges a stomp, gets blasted in the head. Big right hand now by Webb. Gonna hoist her up. Oh! Dumper across the midsection. And now Webb with the chair. Fight fire with fire. And Webb with the chair, but gets shot in the back of the calf with a roundhouse kick. Up. Ooh, backbreaker now. T. Adams now in control. Adams gonna hoist her up. Scoop slams her down. Morgan Steiner on the outside cheering on his monster of the women's division. Adams looking for the powerbomb. She's got her up and delivers her down to the canvas. Brutal impact by the women's champion. And a kick out again by Alex Webb. How Webb survived that, I don't know. But now picking her by the throat and dumping her down. Adams again with that steel chair. And again, across the head. But again, no pin this time. Right hand spins her around. Up, belly to back. Adams now looking to punish the former women's champion. Alex Webb with a counter though, and fires back with a shot to the back. Alex Webb now reverse Olympic slam. Face first goes the women's champion. Alex Webb now looking possibly for the web slinger. counter by Adams. Adams, Northern Lights. And Adams going to the outside. Looking to have a little bit of a confab here with Grandpa Steiner. Oh no. We've got a chair. Webb going to the top rope. Whoa! Adams sidestepping the challenger, flying off the top, missing that drop kick. Tia now with the table. This could be doomed for the challenger. Oh, Adams with Morgan Webb, or Alex Webb. Look at the suplex, countered by Alex. Alex now. Setting Webb, starting Tia up. And now Webb looking for the same thing, the champion through the table. The champion through the table. The crowd after this is awesome chant. Alex, middle rope, drives the forearm through the face of the champion, who laying in the debris. Morgan starting on the outside, pounding his fist on the canvas in disbelief. Could the title change hands tonight? Fisherman's Buster, dumping Tia on the top of her skull. Alex Webb with a second wind here, starting to dominate. Morgan looks very upset on the outside, rightfully so. Oh, Morgan now getting in the face of Alex Webb. Webb distracted by Morgan Steiner, opening elbow shot. She saw her coming, launched on an ankle lock, but too close to the ropes. Morgan Steiner almost stole this matchup away from Alex Webb. And a clothesline. Tia Adams again, hoisting her up. And the second time the powerbomb bends her in half. We've got a cover. And again Alex gets the shoulder up. She cannot keep her down. Where the hell is she going now? Looking for another chair. And again right across the top of the skull is Tia Adams. She cannot keep Alex Webb down, so she's going to cheap tactics. 3 chair shots added on to the several before. And right now, the referee arguing with Morgan Steiner. What is this? Oh, sweep out of the leg. The challenger, quick cover here. 2! Both these women absolutely exhausted. The title on the line. Kicked in the midsection now by Adams. Big right hand. Tia now. Tia looking. Oh! The colossal choke slam by Tia Adams. And puts a 3 count. And Tia Adams retains. The colossal choke slam by Tia Adams in a very closely contested, hard-fought battle between these two women tonight. What a battle between the former champ and the current champ. Wow. Alex Webb, quite frankly, I think she would have had this matchup if it wasn't for Morgan Steiner. The early on distraction at least slowed down some of the momentum she was pushing forward, giving Tia Adams enough time to recover. Although Webb maintained control, it allowed Tia to recover slightly. And right here, this shot right there in the back of the spine, grabbing the leg, and the colossal chokeslam from Tia Adams. And it gets the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, and still Extreme Women's World Champion, Tia Adams.
Adams with the impressive victory tonight, albeit helped by Morgan Steiner. There are times when I think Morgan Steiner is going to be on the straight and narrow. And then there's matches like tonight where he, in fact, does what he did there. Alex Webb, who is an outstanding in-ring competitor, a former 4-time XFW Women's Champion, looking for another title reign, and came within mere seconds of getting that victory, only to have it swept away by Morgan Steiner. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from T. Adams. She is a phenomenal specimen in the ring, an undeniable, unstoppable force. But Alex Webb has defeated her in the past, and Tia knows that Alex Webb is her biggest rival here in XFW. And that victory, albeit a 1-2-3, came very, very tainted. We're talking about champions, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading down the ringside in an exhibition-style matchup between Yuri Cho, the XFW Internet Champion, and the United States Champion, Tiger Ramirez. Now, Yuri Cho came to XFW with an invite from Tiger Ramirez, and they opened up this, I don't want to say rivalry, but Tiger knew he was in New York City, where we were at the time, invited Yuri Cho for an exhibition match, and the two stole the show. Tiger Ramirez came out on top in that matchup, but Yuri Cho was impressed with how XFW handled themselves, the locker room, and Tiger's open well arms to bring him in, and shaking hands after the matchup. Yuri Cho has then gone on a winning streak, defeating opponent after opponent after opponent, and then quickly becoming one of the quickest competitors ever to capture a title here in XFW, defeating Blake Steiner to become the XFW Internet Champion. And now tonight we get a rematch between Yuri Cho and Tiger Ramirez. However, this is a non-title matchup. This is again an exhibition match because both these guys hold each other in the highest regards of respect. But folks, this one might as well be our main event, even though it's not. Let's head on the ringside. I'm very excited about this one. Tiger Ramirez, Yuri Cho 2, next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Yuri Cho, the XFW Internet Champion.
Contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 223 pounds, the Extreme Internet Champion, Yuri Cho.
Cho has had an outstanding 5-star match with everyone he's been in the ring with since coming to XFW. Tiger Ramirez welcomed him here to our promotion with an exhibition match. He was impressed with the admiration, respect he got in the locker room, with the XFW staff, how they thanked him for showing up, and the next day, a deal was struck for Yuri Cho to become a member of our roster. And then 2 months later, he's got title gold around his waist. And now tonight he will face Tiger Ramirez in a return match. Exhibition match out of respect and admiration. And here comes the United States Champion Tiger Ramirez, a third-generation wrestler, following in the footsteps of his grandfather and father, Lion Ramirez and Panther Ramirez. And as I said before, the last time these two guys met in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, it was an all-out amazing matchup. And here we go. Knife edge chops already by Yuri Cho. Cho, now look at Cho already schoolboying him up. But a kick out. Right hand now by Cho. Tiger Ramirez going off the ropes, coming off, gets caught. Stumped in the midsection. Quick cover again by Yuri Cho. But a kick out again by Tiger. Collar elbow tie. Waist lock now by Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez holding on. Yuri Cho trying to break the hold into a wraparound. Beautifully done by Tiger or by Yuri. Tiger now struggling in his own right. Headlock takedown now by Cho. Ooh, Cho with a shot to the top of the skull there. But insult to injury. Cho now getting back, Tiger getting back to his feet. Tiger trying to fight his way out of this. Hoist him up. Tiger with a suplex. Tiger now with a pin on Cho and a quick kick out. These two were so evenly matched, it's terrifying. Tiger now snap suplex. Cho on the back. Tiger's been wearing the XFW United States Championship for about 6 to 7 months now. Proudly around his waist. Collar elbow tie up. Cho now grabbing the leg. Going after the base of Tiger. Corkscrew Dragon Whip. Smart move by Cho. If you take out the vertical base of Tiger Ramirez, you take out his ability to fly through the air. Get rid of the springboards. Weaken the ability for him to use the Tiger's tail enziguri. Knife edge chop now by Cho. Cho now edging Tiger on. And again the knife edge chop. Cho now getting fired up here. And oh, this time Tiger blocks it. Kick to the midsection. Ramirez now. Up and over. Oh, Dragon Rana. Down goes Yuri, but a kick out. Cho to the outside, but Tiger right there. And Tiger with the trash can. Legal as a headlock. But it gets slapped away by Cho. Cho sends him into the ring post. Both these guys, as I said, so evenly matched. Cho now going to the top rope. Tiger laid out. Here comes Cho with a senton to the back. But Tiger rolls underneath. Good ring awareness. Can't be pinned if you're on the outside, but Cho now going to the top rope. And a senton to the outside. Yuri Cho with the senton there. And then Tiger goes to the outside and Cho says, I'm not done. Goes all the way to the top and all the way to the outside. Oh, but meanwhile, Tiger just hit the Tiger suplex on the outside. Cho is down. And now a table coming out. Cho starting to get back to his feet. Cho coming back in. Tiger going high. Catching the high cross body. And again, Tiger won their first outing. And right now has turned the tides on Yuri Cho. Hitting the Tiger's suplex on the outside. Ooh, ankle lock DDT. Calvin D. Harmon asking a very good question about XFW Mat Mania. We will be looking at an August date for XFW Mat Mania. Stay tuned for more. Tiger with a Hurricane on it. Mat Mania, our biggest event of the year. Tiger Ramirez now with that table, setting it up inside the ring. Yuri Cho slow to get moving. Tiger Ramirez now in control. Shooting Cho into the corner. Cho with a counter, spins it around. Oh, but a knee strike. And now Cho back in the corner. And now Tiger back in the corner. And knife edge chop. Cho now trying to set something up here. Ooh. Both men way up top. Cho with the superplex. Both men down. Cho now. Tiger Ramirez. What's he looking for here? Oh! Dumping him hard over. Cho now. Setting him in the table. Tiger in trouble here. Yori Cho gonna put him through the table. Suplex, vertical, through the table. Cover on Ramirez. 2, and a kick out again. And again, last time these two were in the ring, this was the same thing we saw. Effort put in like no other. Dropped down now by Cho. Beautiful Japanese arm drag. Tiger back to his feet. Oh, we've got a crisscross. Tiger stopping himself. Cho takes him out at the knee. Cho and a sling blade. And now Cho going to the top rope. Looking for the senton, but this time nobody home. Right hand now by Tiger. Looking for the Tiger suplex a second time. 2. Almost. Ramirez now going to the outside. Ramirez now with a ladder. These guys pulling out all the stops tonight. Cho coming in, diving but missing. Ramirez dodging out of the way. Cho fires back. Cho now has him up. Counter by Tiger. Over the back. Look at the Tiger's tail. Countered. And slammed on top of the ladder. Cho now. Oh! Senton on the ladder. Cho now hoisting him up. Cho looking for the tombstone. Again on the ladder. Good Lord. 2. And Tiger kicks out. Holy cow. The crowd now yelling, we're not worthy. He tombstoned him on the ladder. And Tiger got his shoulder up. 2 Tiger suplexes. And Yori Cho gets his shoulder up. What are these two made of? Oh! Oh, reverse chinlock now by Cho. Cho off the ropes. And a senton. Unbelievable back and forth effort. These guys are going to break down the house. Ramirez now facing the turnbuckle. Cho going to put him on the top rope. Both men now all the way on the top. Cho. Tiger brings him all the way down. Both men in pain. Cho again rolls him over. Looking for the victory. And again, Ramirez. Look at the marks on his back from that ladder from earlier on. Ramirez now off the ropes. Cho catches the legs and stomps the midsection. Ramirez back to his feet, lands a shot and a spot kick. And a beautiful enziguri. Tiger rolls him over. 2. Almost a 3 count. Cho barely got it up. Barely got the shoulder off the canvas. Again, the capture. Big right hand now by Tiger. Kick in the midsection. Ramirez now. Oh! Drives his head down to the canvas. 2 and 2.8. And again, Yori Cho gets the shoulder up. Holy cow. Tiger now stomping away. Both these guys, unrelentless victories tonight. Big right hand. Countering again by Cho. Cho scoops him up. Cho looking for a tombstone again. And he hits it. Cho again with the tombstone. Yori Cho. Yori Cho. Holy hell. What an outstanding battle back and forth between these two. Yori Cho and Tiger Ramirez again. Match of the year stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. multiple tombstones to keep Ramirez down. Multiple Tiger suplexes from Ramirez. And right here, folks, this one on the ladder. How the hell Ramirez, oh, the boy, his back is arched. But Ramirez still able to get his shoulder up in an unbelievable fashion. Both these guys putting everything on the line tonight in an exhibition matchup. Unbelievable. The second tombstone. Look at the marks on Ramirez's back from landing on that ladder. But Yori Cho able to get the victory after a hard-fought battle. Wow. I knew it was going to be an impressive battle as soon as the match was booked. But folks, that may have topped their first matchup when they came in. Tiger Ramirez, Yori Cho, an outstanding back and forth battle. An unbelievable feats of athleticism, endurance, and more. Just unbelievable, folks. And I am a massive Tiger Ramirez fan. I've been a supporter of his since day one. Knowing the legacy of his father and grandfather, Lion and Panther Ramirez, following in their footsteps here in XFW is Tiger. And holding on to that title for as long as he has now, putting it all on the line, is absolutely outstanding. Again, I want to thank the folks for just joining us here. You're just about in time. Our main event, mere seconds away, as soon as I find the music for our next matchup. Number one contender, Hiro Katsuyori. This man has fought tooth and nail to get this opportunity. He captured the World Heavyweight Championship and only held it for mere seconds because the boss, Antonio Carino, cashed in the Extreme Opportunity briefcase and took those hopes and dreams away from Hiro Katsuyori. Now, Katsuyori won a fatal five-way to become the number one contender, to earn his spot to challenge for the title. And since then, it has been nothing but a road filled with detours, as the rest of the Cosa Nostra has beat him down on repeated occasions to weaken him against the boss, Antonio Carino, the current World Heavyweight Champion. Well, tonight, Hiro Katsuyori finally gets his opportunity at World Heavyweight Gold. Now, unfortunately, I have learned that the rest of Cosa Nostra will, in fact, be at ringside. This is in the boss's contract. Every time he defends a title, he's allowed to have his cohorts, his thugs, his minions at ringside. This does not bode well for Hiro Katsuyori. However, we have seen Katsuyori do impressive feats of strength and fight off all the members of the Cosa Nostra single-handedly before. But tonight is much more on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event starts right now. The XFW World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Extreme World Heavyweight Championship.
The XFW World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. Hiro Katsuyori, the challenger. The boss, Antonio Carino, the head of the Cosa Nostra, is the current reigning champion. Katsuyori has tried everything in his power to contain himself, to keep himself on the straight and narrow, to fight for this title. And tonight, in front of a live capacity crowd, Katsuyori gets his opportunity to challenge for the World Heavyweight title. but the World Heavyweight Champion coming out with the rest of his family at his side. The Boss, Antonio Carino. The Hammer, Tony Vincent. The Loose Cannon, Billy Rucci. And the big man, Tommy Farrell. Kevin Dwayne Thomas, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome. You're just in time for our main event of the evening. The folks over on TikTok, thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Main event, mere seconds away from the bell. This could quickly escalate into a 4-on-1 scenario that we've seen Hero already go up against in the past.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Hiro
Hiro
Katsuyori.
Katsuyori, former XFW Internet and United States Champion. He did actually hold the World Heavyweight Championship, although it was only for about 10 to 15 seconds at max.
Extreme World Heavyweight Champion, the Boss, Antonio Carino.
This match brought to you by Dubby Energy Drinks. You can get 10% off your Dubby order by using the promo code XFW. Maria holding that title up above her head. This one is for all the marbles. And Carino instantly leaves the ring, already with the mind games. And here comes Hiro Katsuyori right outside and instantly into the pack and gets a shot to the head. Antonio Carino already playing the mind games. Already. Oh, and sends it right into the crowd. And Hiro Katsuyori dodging out of the way, but catching DDT. You saw how the Loose Cannon and Tony Vincent, the Hammer, quickly tried to grab on to Hiro Katsuyori. Katsuyori catches the leg. Dragon Whip on the Boss. Katsuyori shoves him down. Carino quickly kicks out. Both men getting back to their feet. Katsuyori European uppercut. Drives the knee right into the face of the champion. Katsuyori leg sweep out. The Boss now with the ground and pound. Heavy shot to the side of the head and temple. Boss now in control. Left hook across the jaw. Boss now full head of steam. Lands a clothesline and drives him all the way down to the canvas. Carino now with the wind up and again sends him out right at the feet again of the hoodlums. And here we go. Here goes the massacre. Shot from Tony Farrell. Shot from Billy Rucci. All three of the Jackals clubbing away on Hiro Katsuyori while the Boss rests inside the ring. And all is legal as a headlock in XFW. Oh, well, it shouldn't be. Hiro Katsuyori fighting for his life right now. Maria trying to keep the Boss back. Meanwhile, he's just distracting her from the brutality on the outside. Hiro Katsuyori is being mugged. Absolutely mugged. Writhing in pain is Katsuyori. This is not a championship match. This is a mockery. How Katsuyori got the shoulder up, I don't know. Katsuyori now fighting back with a shot across and a clothesline across the back of the head. Katsuyori now back on the offense. Hero easily the more skilled wrestler in the ring. But the boss, Antonio Carino, is a tactician, a planner, a cheater, and the leader of the Cosa Nostra. And he got the numbers game on the outside already coming into play. But every minute that Carino is inside the ring with Hero, the match slowly shifts in the favor of Hiro Katsuyori. But we know damn well that the boss is going to do everything he can to keep Hiro from taking that title. Hiro again with a counter, showing who the better skilled athlete is. And look at this, the hammer Tony Vincent taking that top turnbuckle off. Meanwhile, Katsuyori climbing up to the high run district. Katsuyori going to fly, but the boss gets out of the way. And Carino with a windup and sends him into that exposed steel. Nicholas Indiangelo, thank you for hitting that like button. I'm sorry, I just murdered your last name. Ooh, shot to the head now by the boss. Carino now tormenting, and a shot to the back of the head. Hero rolling to the outside, not realizing exactly where it went, as again the pack of wolves coming out of the woodwork, stomping away while the boss celebrates. That 500-pound piece of trash, Tommy Farah, stomping away Hiro Katsuyori. Ooh, shot to the back of the head by the loose cannon Billy Brucci. And again, the brutality on the outside, as all three of these members, these thugs, just blast away. The boss now going to the outside. Carino now with a chair. And a chair. Katsuyori fights back. Blocks the chair. And a clothesline in the back of the head of the boss. Katsuyori going to the top rope. What the hell is he thinking? Comes out of the double axe handle right between the eyes. Oh! And a beautiful, hard-hitting lariat. And now a chair. And now the champion is busted open. And just like that, Hiro Katsuyori has turned the tides on the World Heavyweight Champion Antonio Carino. Hiro Katsuyori now with a cover, leg is hooked. Carino still gets the shoulder up. Hiro fighting for more than just championship. Fighting. Ooh, back elbow by the boss. And a DDT. Carino caught him sharp with the elbow. And again, Carino's going to throw him to the outside again to the pack of wolves. And he's so proud of himself. And again, all three members of the Cosa Nostra are stomping away on Hiro Katsuyori. Katsuyori's damn near defenseless on the outside. Carino busted open over his right eye with all the time in the world to recover in the ring, while Katsuyori just gets murdered. Katsuyori now, not even knowing where he's at, sent to the apron. Katsuyori again fighting back with everything he's got, sending the boss into the steel steps. The other members of the Cosa Nostra, oh, again, here comes Tommy Farah. Not far off. Katsuyori's got to pay attention. Got to have that ring awareness. Up to a 6 count. But Katsuyori needs to get him back inside the ring. Championship's advantage is with the boss. Katsuyori back outside to break the count. We're right into the clutches of Antonio Carino. And a DDT on the outside. Carino now shoving him back in. And where the hell the boss now with a hockey stick? The boss with a hockey stick. Oh my God. Oh. Carino laying him out with a hockey stick. Oh, but look at this. Ah, pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Katsuyori should have been champion. Katsuyori should have been champion. Maria was distracted again by the other idiots on the outside. Katsuyori should have been champion. The Boss now in the midsection, holds him up. Hits him with the offer. Not like this. Not like this. Antonio Carino retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Hiro Katsuyori had him down for way longer than a 3 count, but Billy Rucci distracting Maria. The Boss kicking out around 7. This clothesline turned the tides heavy for Hiro Katsuyori. But again, the numbers game came well into effect. And the hockey stick, but somehow Maria distracted, and the Boss able to counter and remain the World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW tonight. We'll see you next time with more digital pro wrestling action here on XFW and Bloodsport 6 streaming. What a shame.